Hello everyone, welcome to Cinema Snacks, the show where we talk about what to eat at the movies. I'm your host, Caramel Thunder, and today we will not be talking about snacks at all, but rather the container in which you eat snacks in. Now on this show, I've mentioned several times about the movie theater cups that I've purchased over the years. You've even seen some of the movie theater cups that I've purchased over the years, but I thought I might take this opportunity to take us through a little history about my personal collection of movie theater cups. These are cups that, as you know, when movies are released into theaters, they sell promotional cups and buckets on occasion containing images or the poster of a certain movie, usually giant blockbusters. You probably won't see drama films or comedies with pictures of the characters on them. But it's a fun thing to collect if you're into that sort of thing, especially when you go to these big blockbuster movies. So I thought I'd take today, show you some of my cups, talk about which ones I like, which ones I don't like so much, and let's get started. So, starting chronologically, right here, 2016, we have this Batman v Superman cup. I'm a huge fan of this film. I'm a big fan of this cup as well. I don't know how well you can see it, but on one side we have Superman. We have the Superman side right here with this nice silvery kind of red. And on the other side, we have Batman. Now, I believe these were the posters, some of the character posters that were released from the movie. And they just have Batman on one side, Superman on the other. It's a nice firm plastic. It does not come with a lid, but you can fit quite a bit of beverage in here. If you look inside, bends pretty easy, but it is firm. It's pretty nice. Nice and thick as well. You can fit a lot in there. What I like about these thicker cups is they can also double as popcorn containers. I think I've used that in an episode before, is I can put some popcorn in here. So if I'm not feeling the drink, I can use this for popcorn. And so this is a nice, pretty solid cup. I like the silvery gloss they have on here. It's from Cinemark. You can see the Cinemark logo right here. I'll let you look at that. And yeah, this is a great cup. Up next, taking us to 2017, we have Wonder Woman. So this is a similar design to the Batman v Superman cup. Instead of doubles, it's divided into tries, into three pictures. So we have one Wonder Woman poster right here. See, she's got her sword over her head. We have her running right here. And we have her doing the crossed arms boosh thing right there. Now, two big differences from the Batman v Superman cup is one, this comes with a lid. The lid is easy to remove. It's a nice firm plastic as well. It's even more firm than the Batman v Superman cup. It is smaller, but it's a lot more sturdy, a lot more steady, and it comes with a lid. It does not come with a straw, so you can just take any reusable straw that you have laying around and use that for this. And any normal straw that you have could probably actually fit because it's a lot smaller cup. It does contain those bubbles that you can press down. So you have the other Diet and Cola. You can't really press on them. So see, I'm pressing it down and it's not really doing anything. But these are, I like how it comes with the lid. I like how a little more steady and firm it is. And I like how it comes with three designs. I know when Batman v Superman came out, they did release a smaller but disposable version of that cup, but it featured Wonder Woman as well. I have that cup, but I don't use it because, again, it is disposable and I want to hang on to it. Later in the year, 2017, we have Justice League. Now, this is my favorite cup that I have, movie theater cup. We have the logo right here. Right here we have the Justice League logo. Then we have, looks like Aquaman. Then we have Cyborg right here. These were all a part of their character posters. We have the Flash right here. We have Batman right here. And we have Wonder Woman right here. And that brings us all the way back around. This one is divided into 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I don't know shapes, forgot the shapes, but it's divided into 6 sides, so rather than a curved edges. You'll notice it comes with a straw. And what I like about this straw is it's got a little divot on it. So if I pull it out, it's not going to fall out really easily, which is really nice for storing. The straw is hard plastic. As you see, the lid, this is really, really firm. So it's even more firm than the Wonder Woman cup. And you see it's got that little rivet right there. Right there. So it can't fall out, which is nice. And it comes with this wonderful lid right there. The JL logo right there, which I really like. It keeps drinks cold, this cup. It has a nice straw, has a nice lid. It's nice and firm. I love the design, even if I'm not a big fan of the movie at all. Again, this was from Cinemark. I think these three are all from Cinemark. So as you see, they haven't really decided on a certain kind of cup for their movie theater promotions yet, which they do later on. So they're all different. They're trying something out each time. And yeah, but that's my favorite one. We have this Crimes of Grindelwald. It's Harry Potter, Fantastic Beasts, Where to Find Them, the second one. It says, Who Will Change the Future? And it has a poster of all the characters. Now, this is because the style and shape of this is, and the materials that they use is a lot more, this is a lot closer to what they will be using later on. A lot more of their cups are designed like this. I'm not a huge fan of how it's just the same thing on both sides. I would much rather prefer if they had some variation. And if I'm going to be completely honest, I'm not a huge fan of this poster. I thought there were some other posters that I thought were better for this movie. Or it might have been nice to use some exclusive art just for the cup as well. But I'm not one to tell people how to do their jobs. I bought the cup because, I'm a collector. I'll buy whatever anyways. And yeah, nothing too special about this one, other than it is a slightly different design from the other ones. Whereas the Batman v Superman one had a nice sheen, nice glossy sheen. This one is a lot more, has more of a texture on it. Not like sandpaper, but a little bit more rough. Up next, we have this Aquaman cup. As you see, beautiful, beautiful colors, nice blue gloss on it. You have, on one side, you have the Aquaman logo, the Aquaman poster, sorry. And you have the same poster on the other side, going around. And right there, you see the Cinemark logo right down there. Again, I'm not a huge fan how it has the same thing on each side. However, I do like the colors, the way they use the colors. I like the glossy texture on it. I like this poster. And overall, it's a pretty solid cup. It's very similar to the Batman v Superman cup. I think you'll notice if you have this. Moving on to 2019, we have a Shazam cup. So what we have here, this is again from Cinemark. We have the Shazam poster. So we have the logo right there. We have him standing there chewing bubblegum. And there is that classic Cinemark banner right there. And it's the same poster on either side. This has a lot more similar texture as to the Fantastic Beasts cup. So it's not very glossy, but there is a nice kind of glow to certain parts of it. Like if you notice his symbol or the logo, for example. It's smaller, a little bit thicker. And if we compare sizes, it is about the same size as the Aquaman cup. So it's not smaller. Good size, nice durability, and it looks nice on your collection if you're collecting these DC cups in particular. All right, now we're switching over from DC/Warner Brothers, and we are jumping on over to Marvel. So what we got here is we have Avengers Endgame. We have a Thanos cup. Now I like this cup a lot. I think it stands out differently than the other ones. One, it's a new design. It's a lot taller, a lot slimmer than the other ones. But also, if you look at the design, so we have Thanos right here. And if we turn this around, we see that there is a logo. There's the Avengers A right there, along with, only in theaters, Marvel Studios down there. No banner. We just have a little Cinemark logo right there. And I like this because they make the entire cup a poster in itself, which I think is kind of unique and interesting. I don't know if this was a poster for the movie. I can't remember all that well. But it is a pretty cool cup. Pretty cool design. it does come with a lid. I think this is the Captain Marvel logo. The material isn't as firm. It's more like the Batman v Superman one. But it is pretty solid, and it's got a nice shimmer on top of it, nice gloss on top of it, which I appreciate. It's a little tall, so you'll probably have to find a special straw if you get this cup somewhere. But, you know, again, you can always use it for popcorn, or you can use it for just drink it topless. Up next, going chronologically again, we have Spider-Man Far From Home. So, I really, really like this cup a lot. We have on one side, we have this beautiful custom design of Mysterio art with the Spider-Man logo down there. Very, very nice, cool painted design it looks like, or digitally painted. I'm not sure which. It's got the Cinemark logo on the top. And we have Spider-Man, this cool design of Spider-Man on the other side. Again, this is some really cool custom artwork that's, I think it was made specifically either for Cinemark or for this cup. I'm not sure which. It's structurally, it's the same as the Avengers Endgame cup. Comes with a lid and this little topper, which you can take off. You can take off this Mysterio figure and make it easier to clean. So there's Mysterio right there. Put that back on. You have it comes with a lid. Does not come with the straw, however, but that's okay. Cool lid, cool cup. I really, really enjoy the design of this cup. And I think for collectors, it makes it a little bit more special when they don't just slap the poster onto the cup. I think it's cooler when they give it its own special design. Moving chronologically again, we have It Chapter 2. Very similar to same design essentially as the Avengers Endgame and Spider-Man Homecoming cup. We have It Chapter 2, the big balloon poster right there. When I come around, it's the same thing on the other side. Again, not a huge fan of the same thing on both sides, but you know, it is a pretty cool design, and I think the simplicity really works for the fact that it's a scary horror movie. So I think it works in this regard. It comes with a cool balloon top, which can come off. Same lid as the other one. Very cool. I'm not a huge fan of the topper for practical reasons of drinking. However, I do think it is a fun thing if you're just hanging it on your shelf. Second to last, we have a Star Wars Rise of Skywalker cup. Again, from Cinemark. On this side, we have Rey in the light side. Come around, and we have the Star Wars logo right in the middle. And we have Kylo Ren in the dark side on the other side. I really love how it makes the entire cup one big long poster that's just wrapped around the cup. There's no banner or anything dividing it. Just that's where the one ends and the other begins. Comes with a cool lid. Now, the lid comes with a cool straw. The straw you can just take out just like that. You can use it on any other of those cups from Cinemark. Comes with this cool C-3PO stopper, I think. No? Oh, that's a part of the lid. So it comes with a cool C-3PO lid. It's a little bit more tricky to open. There we go. So the lid is very, very, very sturdy, but the cup itself is it's a little bit more flimsy. That's okay. It's got a nice glossy texture on top of it. Very cool. I like this cup a lot. I know they made a lot of different custom cups for the movie, but that's the one I chose. And last but not least, we come to my Birds of Prey cup. So this one is cool because they turned the entire thing into a poster of itself. So we have Harley Quinn on one side. We have the kind of where it ends. We have the Birds of Prey logo name right there. And come back around, we just have Harley Quinn right there. I like this cup. It's got a nice gloss to it. It's bright, it's colorful, cool design, cool poster. Really enjoyed this movie. No lid, but that's cool. Not a knock against it. And yeah, it's the same design as the past few Cinemark cups. These are all Cinemark cups, by the way. I thought I might have some Regal ones, but I guess I don't. So, very cool Harley Quinn one. Wrapping up with the DC movie again. Well, those are my... Well, I hope you enjoyed taking a look at my movie theater cup collection. I think they're pretty cool. I hope you did too. And I hope when this quarantine's all done and the movie theaters are open again, I hope this piques your interest and maybe start doing some collecting of your own. I think it's a cool, fun way to express your love and enjoyment of these movies. It's a cool thing to start collecting if you're a big movie fan. It's not always the cheapest thing to collect. And you can very easily, just collect movie theater ticket stubs. That's all very well, fine and good too. But I usually I like collecting them myself because I think it's cool I think it's a cool thing to buy and pick up at the theater. And they have a practical use because you can reuse them however much you want. You can use them for popcorn buckets. You can use them for whatever you want. So I think it's a pretty cool thing to collect. So thank you for watching. Hope you had a good time watching this video, and I will see you next week.